Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at my top 5 Call of Duty game modes. So, first off is Team Deathmatch. Team Deathmatch is an interesting one for me because it's the mode that I first really gravitated to once I got into Call of Duty multiplayer, and it's just always kind of stuck with me. It's always been a game mode I enjoy and just really do find fun and entertaining. So, probably one of my main reasons for this is because it's not as tactical or slow-paced as something like, capture the flag or search and destroy, something like that is more, based on, oh, well, if I position myself with this way and if I get 1 or 2 kills and then slowly inch up. No, it's just as long as you can go and get kills, you're doing alright. So it's definitely a lot more approachable than some of those other game modes. And also, it's a really good way to learn about how streaks work and how you can use streaks to help your team. Because like me early, I didn't really understand how to use certain streaks in things like Domination super well, so I suffered because I would go and try and help my team in Domination, but I would do something that would hurt my team. So with something like Team Deathmatch, I could easily start learning what kill streaks did what and how they worked, and any kills I got counted towards my team's overall average goal. So that was something that made me feel a lot more comfortable with it and helped me ease into it a lot more. And also, I do like it because it's something that you can play on the older games that are now, kind of out of the pasture, and still be able to find matches. Because I remember about the time before I really got into the new Call of Duty games, I decided to go back and play like Black Ops 1s. I had played the campaign some and I had played party mode a lot, but I hadn't played any of the other games. So that's another good way to check it out. So, besides that, we also have the second one, Domination. Now, Domination, me and it had a love-hate relationship for the longest time when I started out playing Call of Duty on multiplayer. Because I first started out, I loved Team Deathmatch. I also loved Kill Confirm. Those were my two, go-to ones. So I only really played those two. I didn't fool much with the other ones. So then I decided, hey, when Black Ops 4 comes out, I really want to go for gold, because that's after it was announced, but before it came out. So I just decided, hold up, we'll wait, and I'm going to try to go for gold. So I waited, Black Ops 4 came out, and I was going for gold, but unfortunately, I wasn't the best player. My aim wasn't as good, especially since I was on console and I was trying to aim with a controller, which is not as easy for me as aiming with a mouse and keyboard. I was really struggling, so I watched a Dismo video. If you haven't watched him, he's a Call of Duty YouTuber who's like 4,000 times better than me, and it's really entertaining, so you should go check him out. But anyway, I watched him and he talked about how Domination matches lasted long. So I decided, you know what, I'll go try one out. And it was kind of like that saying, love at first sight, because it was something that I had not really experienced with Call of Duty until that point. Because it had a little bit slower pace than something like Team Deathmatch, where you're, trying to just run and get kills and get kills and get kills. But it wasn't quite as slow as something like Capture the Flag or Search and Destroy. So I really did enjoy that speed, and I also enjoyed that level of thought. If you'll think about it, you can do good, but if you don't think about it, you just want to relax and play, that's okay too. And another thing I really did enjoy was it taught me how to use my kill streaks to a little more effectively, because you have to watch how you use your kill streaks, so I really learned how to use them here in a more in-depth way. So my third is Kill Confirmed. Now, Kill Confirmed is, like I said, one of my kind of starting out favorite modes. I remember I really got into the current Call of Duty every year with World War II. And I had played some Team Deathmatch, and I ended up getting into a Kill Confirmed match early, and I really enjoyed it. Because it wasn't quite as fast as a Team Deathmatch. And also, I used to be really bad at Call of Duty when I started playing. So like a 5 kill streak without dying was like awesome for me. So what I loved was, since we were on score streaks, I could get like a UAV or something like that, reliably without, I could get to play with some of those score streaks that I couldn't do when I was playing in Team Deathmatch, where I only had the opportunity to get kills to get points. So I was definitely happy to experience those kill streaks and get to learn a lot more about them. And it's a little slower, which I think the one thing that I always kind of hated was that some of the Call of Duty matches, you'll feel like, you're really getting into it and really getting into the good fighting, and it seems like it's over. Which I understand, some of that good fighting is because the game's so quick, and if you try and slow it down, you kind of kill the gameplay. But it is something that I do enjoy, having a little bit more time to play and enjoy the game. So it's one of the reasons that I really do enjoy it. Now, another thing that I will say is really cool about Kill Confirmed is that I don't know what it is, but it seems like Kill Confirmed, you can just go, you'll just randomly start popping off and you'll start getting kills and getting these things, and you can just have like these really awesome games where you just rack up a bunch of XP and really do good. And I just think that's really cool as a feature to have. So, definitely another one that I really do appreciate. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best mode. It's still very Team Deathmatch-like, but definitely is in my top 5. Now let's talk about Gun Game. Gun Game is very hard for me not to ramble on about, because it hits me in the nostalgia feels so hard. Because Gun Game is one of the best things to play when you're, in middle school. Yeah, about middle school, maybe late elementary school, I don't know. But anyway, so roughly that age, you start getting into playing video games with the guys, sleepovers and crap like that. It's just, I remember always getting on Gun Game, and that would be like our big thing. And, we would have little tournaments with everybody that was there, and, we would have this group play and this group play, and the two top scorers would go up against each other, and whoever won was, the coolest kid on the playground for a week. So, it would be stupid stuff like that. But those memories like that are hard to beat as far as nostalgia, You can say, oh yeah, well this game mode's so fun, but memories are going to beat out actual gameplay anytime, and you can't convince me otherwise. So, I definitely got to say it's really fun as far as me personally, nostalgia feels. But also, another thing I really do like about this game is that it teaches you how to use different guns, and it teaches you how to change your gameplay, your playstyle really quickly. So I kind of used it as a training technique almost, because I remember that when I started playing Call of Duty games, I really would focus on like 2 guns. And then I actually looked at it and realized, hey, you're only focusing on these couple of guns, you need to branch out. So I remembered playing Gun Game, and I was like, hey, I wonder if they have that on the newer Call of Duties, and they did. So I remember going back and playing them and saying, like, okay, this gun is good, this gun is bad. So it really helped me train. And I really did enjoy that. Now, the 5th one is another nostalgia thing for me. I really remember, I enjoy having the, memories of playing, on the couch, split-screen multiplayer with a bunch of guys when I was younger. Because I think that's really I think that's a big part of gaming, is just enjoying video games with your friends, making memories. That's something that you can't replace, Memories are always going to beat out gameplay. You can't tell me otherwise. I just don't believe it. So, there's no way I can say, yeah, this is the penultimate, best mode ever. Because there are some things wrong with it. It can be really slow sometimes. But I also can't say that it's, not one of my favorite modes just because it's something really nostalgic for me. I remember just like Gun Game, we would all get on and, you'd sit on the couch with your controller, because we were all console peasants back then, and, play these games, and yeah, oh yeah, this guy won like 4 rounds, or this guy lasted the longest, or this guy won without getting infected. That stuff was cool and fun and interesting to us. So it's something that I can't say I'm not really nostalgic about. And I think memories of games like Call of Duty, it's just things like that make this game really fun. And I think that sometimes people, we get so caught up in gameplay that sometimes we just need to turn around and say, let's just remember the good times. Let's go play gun game with my buddies again, even though we may be in a completely different time in life, and we may have changed out school for work, or we may still be in school. Just kind of different people and different terms of life and all that. You can just say, okay, yeah, some of us may be still in school now, some of us may be off and have a job and kids, but everybody can just kind of come back and enjoy these old modes. So that's my top 5, and after this is just going to be a little bit of housekeeping, so if you want to hear some about the channel and about the videos going on, keep watching, but if not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. So if you stayed, you probably want to hear a little bit about the channel. So, first off, y'all know I took a big break I took a break about December, somewhere in there, and took it for a couple months, which seems crazy, but I just decided I needed a break. I was just getting so caught up in YouTube that it was making me kind of miserable, and so I just decided, you know what, if I'm not enjoying it, there's no point in being here and playing it. So I just took a break, and with everything going on, and I had been really wanting to get back into it. I had made a couple videos and deleted them because I decided they were trash, but I just really decided, you know what, it's been long enough and I really miss it, so I want to be back. So I'm sorry if some of the videos aren't the best, because I'm still remembering, it's kind of, I know how to do it, but it's still hard sometimes to try and go back to something that you haven't done in so long. But we did hit 40 subscribers. We're at 41 right now, and that's a big deal for me, because I remember my goal was to hit 40, and I really do want to hit 50 now. I'm going to be kind of selfish. That's just how it is. Once you do something like that, it's like a taste of adrenaline. You just want more. So that's something that I would love to see happen. We're almost at 100. We're at 70 something videos, so I am ready to hit 100 videos just to see, we're going to do something else cool. But anyway, guys, I just want to let y'all know it means a lot to me when y'all like, subscribe, and how much y'all have helped out this channel. So just like, subscribe for more. I'm not going to go away. I remembered how much I like it. So I hope y'all have a great day, guys, and goodbye.